files that you sent us. And it turns out that the data from your evaluations have been used to prepare an Afterlife presentation. And get this, it's taking place right now. To put a cherry on top, the old man is in attendance. Just find where the Afterlife presentation is taking place, and you'll catch the old man red-handed.
That is how I prefer to catch criminals.
I told you Smith'd be fired.
Everyone knows it's because of you.
Well, that twerp messed with the wrong guy.
You didn't send a summary message. Always send a summary to protect yourself. Now the guy will present your idea as his own.
Just let me go. You said yourself that you didn't have time for me.
I know who you are, lady. You broke into the security room. You're up to something.
Hey, Robo, could you resolve this issue we're having?
Did you have a career development meeting with your supervisor?
This is a friendly reminder. Stealing office supplies will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, Meg. Thank you.
Didn't know today's Bring Your Kid to Work Day.
Had no choice. His nanny killed herself this morning.
What?
I think I know how to solve the jumper problem we're having.
Psychological support?
Nets. I will present my solution at today's meeting.
There's been a security breach I need to investigate, but someone's got to escort this trespasser out of the building.
I could help in both cases.
Good. The breach seems like a big job. Once you're done with her, can you join me in the server room? It's just down the hall.
Sure he could.
Don't think it's over, lady. I'll check the security cameras later to see what you've been up to. Expect a visit from the police in a couple of days.
I'll buy coffee and donuts to welcome him.
You are responsible for that security breach.
I'm trying to save people's homes. Do I have to remind you what OCP is planning to do with the residents of Old Detroit to create space for Delta City?
A reminder will not hurt.
OCP needs to run Old Detroit into the ground to move forward with the creation of Delta City. The problem is there are people still living there. So OCP takes their property in exchange for supposed profit shares from the investment in the construction. I believe this loophole will allow OCP to rob these people of all they have. I need to find out what the estimates are for those additional costs. As you can imagine, they don't include them in their brochures, so I have to dig deeper. All the information I need to help those people is in the room where the security guard is expecting you. So can you help me get those records out?
I will not let OCP hustle innocent people.
You'll find the relevant data on one of the servers. I'll be waiting here to pick it up.
Over here. Could you help me with these doors? Someone likely tried to lay a hand on the data collected in this room. The security breach caused them to lock down. Can you open them?
I need permission to enter the restricted area and damage OCP property.
Do whatever it takes. Now, I need to reboot the security system. The malfunction shut down not only the doors, but also a nearby metal detector gate. That should do it. Thanks for your help, Robocop. I'll stay here. I need to be sure the room is safe before the technicians arrive. My new dumbass boss will chew my ear off about it if I don't. Better not touch that computer. If the technicians figure out that someone was messing with it, they'll be pissed. So, you're still here?
Your conflict with the head of security, what is that about?
He's a walking sack of incompetence. For example, He put this metal detector gate nearby with no one to supervise it. So that means I have to run and check it every time it beeps. And don't even get me started on the door codes. I think I can tell you that. You're an OCP cop, right? My boss made it so the new security code for each door is always some number that you can easily find around the door. Thank God the doors aren't locked with keys. He'd probably make us leave keys under doormats.
Security computers connect to a network. It is worth checking if there is another system that needs rebooting.
Yeah, it's all brand new. Hasn't been tested before implementation. My boss's idea. I should go and check it out. I'll be on my way.
Estimates. Do you have them?
Make good use of them.
You helped a lot of people with this, Murphy. But there is one more issue.
Security footage.
If I'm gonna expose OCP, I'd rather not be disturbed by anyone. Could you...
Destroying evidence of a crime is beyond my programming.
Who's talking about that? Shuffling database records will do just fine. All you need to do is recharge yourself using the computer in the security room. You could sure use a pick-me-up. You look pale, to be honest.
I will do what needs to be done to protect the innocent.
Thanks to you, I'll be able to focus on what needs to be done as well.
Why so eager to fight OCP?
I fight the bad guys. And when it comes to bad guys, OCP is the worst. They forced my parents to give up everything they'd worked for. They accused my mother of lying in her documentaries meant to expose OCP. She didn't take it well. But revenge is good motivation, not a reason. I want to spare others the suffering that we went through, even if I have to sacrifice my career or freedom. But maybe now's not the time for this conversation. We have work to do.
I did some shuffling.
Thank you. The people of Old Detroit will not forget what you've done for them.
Welcome to Omni Consumer Products. How may I help you?
A meeting regarding Afterlife is taking place right now. I want to know where.
Let me check. Yes, that would be the executive conference room on the top floor. The elevators are behind me. But I'm looking at the guest list and I'm not seeing your name.
I will be the highlight.
But you don't have the proper clearance. You won't be able to access the elevators, sir! Sir!
Let me get that door for you. I saw that whole scene. The way they treated you. Not on my watch. Going up? Beautiful, isn't it? This view gives me hope. Shows what Detroit is capable of when not hindered by the city's worst. You probably know that better than anyone else. You deal with filth more than any of us. These miserable people, crammed into those tiny apartments like cockroaches. I swear I need a shower whenever I go canvassing in Old Detroit. But not for much longer. I'm heading to a meeting about the Delta City relocations, so that we finally get the poor, criminal elements out of our great city. Exciting, isn't it? You and me together. We'll clean the city right up. That's why I wouldn't mind you giving me a nod during your public appearances. We need a little push in the ratings. Remember, it's your freedom we're talking about. Anyway, great talk. Vote Mills, vote Robocop.
Why was he smiling when I signed it? He never smiles. There must be a catch. He set me up for something.
Do you think they hung it upside down?
You have to stop coming to the office. You no longer work here. You were fired last month.
I'm as fresh as a daisy. Didn't you sleep in the office? I did, and I'm telling you, I need to stay here more often. No wife, no kids, just peace and quiet.
All of you working overtime, remember that you can keep pictures of your family on your desk. Omni Consumer Products cares.
You are important. You deserve better. Better job, better office, better water. You need to stay hydrated to conquer the world of business. And where will you get the energy from? From the source. Source water for a modern-day businessman. Extracted from wells of the driest places on Earth, where simply surviving is the toughest challenge. That's the attitude that you need to stay ahead in the corporate world. Source. Now limited edition flavor. Glacier melting cold.